Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, today we are doing two customer jobs, actually from two different sources, but with the same problem. So I wanted to discuss this with everybody. Anybody who's doing vintage videotape recovery, and in this day and age, it's called recovery. It's not really called transfers. You are recovering the videotape because videotape right now is a very unstable medium, and the videotapes are actually going what's called sticky. And when they go sticky, you can't play them in any video deck. They will stop, they will jam, and break your video equipment. I've seen these tapes go sticky and shear off video heads on video machines. I'm not kidding you. All right, when videotapes are sticky, they will not play, they will start jamming, they will start stopping, they create a residue inside the machine, and that has to be cleaned constantly after every tape. It's a real freaking nightmare. All right. I got some tapes here from Chicago. Now these are the black backer crap. Always sticky. 100% always sticky. This stuff is just plain crap. The black backer stuff was made by Ampex and Sony. And whenever you get that type of stuff, you want to make sure you bake them. I baked these are one inch tapes. They're spot reels of recordings. Some type of recordings I got to do for a client. This one here is like 15, maybe 30 minutes or something like that. And this is a black backer Ampex, as you can see. It's an Ampex Master garbage tape. And these have to be baked. So we baked these tape for 15 hours last night. And case in point, on the same another customer job that I got two at the same time, some VHS tapes. Now these were sticky as living hell. Couldn't even get them through the VCR. Okay, now when VHS tapes go sticky, most likely it was a cheap brand of videotape that used a black backer. And every time I get these, I'm always right about this. And sure enough, these are black backer, cheap brand type of VHS tape with the black backer. These two tapes from a customer I'm doing do not play, but we baked them last night, and we are now getting them through the VCR with no problem. The black backer stuff is a real problem. So take a look at the tape stock that you're running. If you're doing tape conversions, you might want to take a real quick look at the tape. Look at the back of the tape. If it's a black backer type of tape, you will probably have problems with those. If they, in most general cases, most people used to stick videotapes in the garage, attics, different things like that. And if you're from the Midwest with the cold and heat fluctuations and changes through the seasons, they start to degrade and they start to go sticky sitting over a period of time. Now, if they have black backer on the back of these tapes, you will have problems. Well, as you can see, the VHS tapes I baked last night are playing just fine. Couldn't even get these through the machine. These things were a freaking nightmare. So now we got these playing. We're transferring these off to make some DVDs. These are the 1-inch spot reels and programs I'm going to be doing for a customer, and he sent me, and I got those, and I baked those last night. Those were 15 hours, at least 15 hours with tapes like this, because from experience of doing these over the years, you're going to be fighting with these. I'm telling you, if you don't bake them for a long period of time, you will fight with these tapes since they have black backer. They are a freaking nightmare. But anyways, we got the VHS tapes playing fine with good video signal. These are some home movies apparently that were at some point transferred off on the VHS, and so we got these playing really, really good. And you got to keep in mind, guys, when you're dealing with VHS tapes, if they are sticky, you're at risk of damaging your VCR, because VCRs, the quality of VCRs ain't all that great, guys. So if you get tapes start jamming in those machines, you may have issues of breaking video heads, breaking plastic spindles, you name it. I've seen it a million times. I've done a lot of repairs on VHSs because people put sticky tape in their VCRs and it just sheared things right off. I've seen it many, many times, especially with broadcast tapes. You want to make sure they're baked for a very long period of time, because this black backer stuff, when you're running them into a 1-inch type C machine, it builds up on all the guides and everything else and can be a real mess. So you want to make sure that the black backer tape is baked every time, at least 15 hours if you get stuff like this. I've been getting some 1-inch stuff lately, and like I said, we bake everything. it gets them, once it arrives here in the boxes, it goes immediately in my food dehydrator, 15 hours tops, 8 hours minimal. I do not mess with tapes. I do not want to be fighting videotapes when I'm doing video conversions. I don't have the time for that crap. I'm way too busy. So, most of the time, I will know from the minute I see the tape if they're not going to play, or I'll try them for a second, and sure enough, all these tapes are pretty damn bad. So sticky videotape, guys, when you have this problem, you must bake them. And like I said in some previous videos, I have a professional food dehydrator, and that thing does the trick. But you got to put them in, the videotapes have to be in there for many hours. And then you need to hand clean those. I will make a video on cleaning soon, showing you guys how I do it from tape to tape. There's several ways you can actually do that. So hand cleaning your videotapes is a must as well, because these tapes have a lot of residue after you bake them. The glue binder starts getting really crisp and builds up on the surface of the tapes, and you need to remove that glue binder because it does get all over the place. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Baking videotapes when you're doing video production work, it is a must. Like I said, if you got tapes jamming in your decks and they're not playing, or you can't get them to play at all, or the videotapes don't move, it's because you have sticky videotape. And this is how Obsolete Video Services gets around it. We use professional baking systems, and then after we got them in there for a period of time, we have no problem playing these tapes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.